Hello, everybody. We're going to be looking at lesson 33. I think it's 33. Lesson 33, which will be circle equations. So I just want you to understand the basics on finding an equation for a circle. And so first what I will do, I'm just going to go over some things that you need to understand, and I'll show you on this board. So what's going to happen when you have a graph? The first important thing is where the center of the circle ends up. So if, say, we put the center right here, there won't always be a dot for the center, but in this case there is. That center, you're going to do x comma y. So that center is x is 1, 2, 3, and y is 1, 2. So that center is at a point 3, 2. And then the next thing you want to figure out is the radius. Now remember, on a circle, anytime you have a circle, the radius is the distance from the middle to a side. The circumference is the distance from one side passing through the center to get to the other side. So circumference is all the way across. Radius is just from the center to a side. Okay. So let's say if what this one does, if it goes down to, say, here. Okay, that's terrible circle, but all right. So it's a pretty bad circle, but what you would then do is you'd look, okay, let's take from the center right here, and how far is it to get from the center to the side? And what you do is you count 1, 2. You see that? There's 2 units. If you go the other direction, 1, 2, 1, 2. If I did size, you see it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's 2 units to get to a side. So the radius is 2. These 2 pieces of information are all you need in order to write the equation for a circle. We're going to call the h part of the center, the x part of the center, we're going to call it h, and not x because we use x for something else. And whatever the y part of the center is, we call that k. And the equation is it's going to look like this. We just set it up like this, and it's going to be x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So it's x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So then all you do is just plug in the things that you know. So x minus the h is whatever the x value of the center is. So put a 3 right there. X minus 3 squared plus y minus k is the y value of the center. So 2 squared equals whatever the radius is. Radius is 2. 2 squared makes it into 4. So it's x minus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 4. Okay, so that's how we do that. So let's look at a problem they have here. I'm going to erase this because I might want to just jot some things down as we do it. I'm going to write the formula up here. I'll write it nice and neat. So it's going to be x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So that's the equation that we're going to be using. And so let's look at one of the example problems they give us right here. So let's look at this. We need to determine the equation of the circle graph below. Where is the center? Where's the middle of the circle? That would be right here. So that's x is negative 4 and y appears to be 5. So from this point right here, that point right there, x is negative 4 and y is 5. So I'm going to write the center. So center is at negative 4, 5. That's where the center is. So -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. Now, how long is the radius? What's the distance from the center to a side? Go this way. Look, from the center, 1, 2. So the radius is 2. Go up top. 1, 2. Radius is 2. 1, 2. Radius is 2. 1, 2. Radius is 2. So our radius is 2. Now remember on this one, whatever that x value is for the center, this right here is our h. And whatever our y value is, that will be our k. So remember that. So now let's just plug into this equation up here. So it'll be x minus h. So minus h is -4 squared plus y minus k, which is 5 squared, equals r squared, which is 2 squared. Now simplify anything that needs to be simplified. Remember, when you do a minus, it'll just be x plus 4 squared equals y minus 5 squared equals 2 squared is 4. So it'll be x plus 4 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 4. So let's try that. So we need to get the parentheses, and it's x plus 4. A little trick with this is this. You can pull this up. See this little keyboard button? You pull that up, and you can just type this, and it puts the squared for you. Oh, this should be a plus. I had this messed up. Okay. So x plus 4 squared plus parentheses y minus 5 and then squared and then equals 4. Let's see if it's happy with that answer. And it likes it. No problem. Watch how simple this can get. So our center is -1, 0. See what I'm doing here? -1, 0. So it's just going to be x minus -1. Remember, the y value of the center is what goes here. So minus -1 would be plus 1. Get the little squared. Plus, now we'll do y minus, remember the y value of this is 0. Y minus 0, which is just going to be nothing, equals, let's see what the radius is. This time the radius is again 2. 1, 2. You square it, you get 4. So see how I'm doing that? Just pretty much all in my head, just looking at it. And you can just figure everything out. Some of them will be that simple. Let me do one more. Okay, look at where the center is. Center is right here. That's x is -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So -7, 6. So it's right here. So -7, 6. So I said -7. Remember, minus a negative, so plus 7. Again, the center was -7, 6. So x plus 7 plus -7, 6. So this will be y minus 6 squared equals, and then what's the radius? Start right here. 1, 2, 3, and then you take whatever the radius is and square it. So 3 squared is 9. And they're happy with the answer. So that's all you need to do. So have this formula. I would do it the slow way, the way I did it the first two examples I showed you, where I wrote everything down. Do it that way at first. If you're getting them right, then go ahead and finish up doing it like I did at the end, just doing it fast in my head. Email me if you have any questions or issues, as always, and have a good day.